Hey everybody, Hardtekticon is back, and I am bringing back the Botcon 2016 box set for our next review. And who's it gonna be? Let's grab on to General Ramhorn. General Ramhorn, and here he comes screwing at you. And here we have General Ramhorn. Now that's not to say that this guy is a common figure. He's actually pretty rare. But he is head of an army. So, he is General Ramhorn. I haven't been saying this, but because it's been obvious, but to this point I'll start saying it. This guy's beast mode, had he had his beast mode yet, would be a rhinoceros beetle. That's where the drill bit comes in. And so yeah, this with the drill bit has got to be one of my favorite molds because of how much fun it is. Brawl wasn't such a great mold. He had a lot of problems, and this guy has those problems too. But in vehicle mode, first of all, he doesn't have the problem where this part, I think, just doesn't want to come together fully. At least mine doesn't. But a lot of the fun comes with this, his hand-foot gun. Because all you have to do is flip this up, and in addition to just being a driller vehicle, now you have a... Hold on here. What's going on? Okay. This is not in all the way. There we go. Now it's in all the way. So, now he looks like a war vehicle with two big blasters on top and the drill horn. So, beyond that, you can just make them a drill. But the problem is look how much of the drill is like, it can't be used. You can't like really dig into the ground with it. So, if you want to make it a little bit more realistic, just pull it up front. Now you can really get some drilling done. Or, you could do how they showed it. You got to just pull up on this thing to get it out. On the pictures of General Ramhorn before Botcon, just kind of, let's see, yeah, just take this hole right there, plug it into this peg, like that, and flip it around, and it fits perfectly right there. So now you have that option. Or you can go as far as plugging this thing right here, and you could turn it either way and have like a dual function tank. Because really, let's take this off. Just the way the treads look and the aerodynamics, this doesn't look like it is the front of a vehicle. But it still has a cool look to it. Still a very cool look to it. Now, as you can see in here, it does roll pretty good. But I'm going to turn it back to the method. You also got that. If you want some like maser cannon from the old Godzilla movies. Thunder, maser. They all look like drills to me. But yeah, let's get him back plugged in where he's supposed to be. And get my favorite configuration going with this. And bam, there is General Ramhorn. So let's pull out some comparisons real quick. First of all, let's compare him with a Tendy figure pterosaur. So there he is. They're both bright red. And a quick little story. Like, there was a lot of like talk on what the exclusive figures were going to be for the people who didn't get like the inside word on what they were going to be right before Botcon, before you could buy them. And we already knew we were getting this figure who has come untransformed a wee bit. There we go. And I really thought, like, because I was just dead sure for some reason that Tigatron and Airraiser were getting figures from the molds that they came from. Like, it was just my guess, and I guessed right. My third idea beyond Megatron, because we had a good idea we were getting Megatron, was it was going to be Inferno. That way they could have made it like, I don't know what mold they would have made it from, but whatever. It would have been red, So you could have actually taken off Ravage and Tarantulas, added him, had they given us a hand-foot gun, and Inferno, and had a full red combiner. And I actually brought that up to a couple buddies there, and they thought the idea was really cool, but we got Unit 3, and the reason why is so we can make Magnaboss. So, which is something for later on. We got to finish up this box set. So, continue on with comparisons. Just because I haven't used this for a comparison yet. Here he is with Custom Class Ratchet. Now, in case you didn't watch my Custom Class video, this is actually the assembled figure, but I went ahead and customized it, painted it up, added the stickers and such to make him look cool, to make him look like Ratchet. So there he is with Ratchet, and here he is with my other favorite box set guy, Tarantulas. And they got kind of similar vehicles. They got big jolting out weapons and big army weaponry on top. So very cool. Very, very cool. There you go. Some good comparisons. And one final comparison. Excuse me. I do not have any other version of General Ramhorn here, or a Ramhorn in general. I have a Ramjet, that's it, but I didn't pull him out. Since he's supposed to turn into a Rhinoceros Beetle, I'd figure I'd get one of the few Rhinoceros Beetle Transformers I have. Preferably a common one, or a recent one, with a wifey hair stuck to it. There we go. Bombshell. Here he is with Bombshell. That's what he looks like with a Rhinoceros Beetle. Not as, but with. So there you go. There he is with the Rhinoceros Beetle. And just for one last comparison, let's flip him into his other version of his digger. I shouldn't have to show this again, right guys? Always rewind with the power of YouTube and such. So, there he is with that mode. So yeah, lots of comparisons for Ramhorn. Alright, so let's get this guy transformed. Oh, you know what, we did not take a look at the deco at all, which is kind of stupid. And for the record, you know you got articulation here. You know you got articulation here. And you got a little bit right here before it pops off. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So, let's take a look at the patterning. It's mostly red with this, like, flat gunmetal gray type of thing going on. Darker than gunmetal, really. Some really nice green for, like, a little cockpit type of thing going. Red treads, silver, I'm not sure what you would call that part of the treads. And I really, really dig the lightning bolt action going on right here. Very, very cool. And I just love that black Predacon symbol. Kind of going out of focus, aren't you, buddy? Bam. There it is. So yeah, really good looking in tank mode. Now let's go ahead and kill this buzz by bringing him to robot mode and getting on with the review. So, pull that off. Just kind of get this out of the way. I like to start with the legs first. Just gotta kind of get them loose, and there you got some notches, and there you got some little plates you gotta get them in. Just like that. Same thing with the other leg. And legs are done. So now you kind of pull his treads out. Let's see, I think we rotate them from here. Do we? I can't remember. Yeah, we rotate them from there. We just gotta use this little weird hingey joint like that, it is going to look weird because it does that number. Oh well. Flip this to where the tip of the treads is out and pull that down for his fists. And finally, carefully pull that down, maybe even push the head out as you do it, because those wingtips are long and in the way. But there we go. There is General Ramhorn. Rocking. Super blurry. There he is. And I mean, really, besides this part, I think he looks pretty good. I wish there was a little bit more movement away from the shoulders, but I dig him. You can take his weapon right here and put it into either one of his fists. You can store it back here in any way you like. I personally like it like this, one of the pegs. And of course, you still have the option of putting this wherever you want. So I am going to put it back here. Get it out of the way where it will actually look good. Oop. It's not that weird hingy piece. There we go. I know there's some modifications to fix the hingy piece, but I am not going to do it to a rare Botcon figure. There we go. So now with that piece in the back, it does make them a little, it does make them a little heavy in the back, just a little bit. You do got these ankle tilts to make them have really weird stances. So yeah, really good looking figure. He has the same exact articulation as Brawl, except a different head. Let's go ahead and take a look at the head, because that's the main thing here, huh? Pretty good head sculpt, I have to say. Really neat. I'm not digging on the crazy bat ears or whatever those supposed to be. Evil bunny ears. But I dig it. I like his yellow eyes, and I would have liked it if they painted his teeth yellow or snarl or whatever you want to say. But when you kind of just look at it from like over here, it doesn't really look yellow. You just kind of assume you see white, so that's what your eyes see. But a beautiful figure. It's got, I mean, of course he's super, super red. He's got some bright silver, some shiny reflective silver right there. And there, and there, and there, and on the drill bit, and on his fist, of course. He's got some more of that yellow color right there. I think that's it for the yellow color. He does not have a Predacon symbol visible in this mode, except for the side. Predacon symbol is actually missing on a few figures. I don't know if I said anything, but Pterosaur here does not have one anywhere on mine. So I guess I'm going to have to give him a sticker. Feels kind of cheap stickering Botcon figures, so yeah, really good looking figure. Mine doesn't really have too many tolerance issues or anything, except for like this gear right here kind of acts funny. It's not going to do it now that I'm on camera, of course. But yeah. So let's pull out some comparisons and see what kind of fun we can get into. There we go. Alright, so first off we have a 10D figure Pterosaur. Let's back these guys up a wee bit. Oh, don't bump the camera, dummy. Don't fall over, dummy. Excuse me. That's how those two look together. They look pretty good. Like I said, they're very similar red. Similar? Kind of forget now. And they should have made a fifth red guy, but that's not how it went. It went a different way, and still a cool way. And here he is with his mad scientist buddy Tarantulas. Yeah. And all that. So yeah, they're looking pretty good together. Really getting back heavy, aren't you, bud? There we go. Some close-up head shots. All those yummy new head sculpts we got with Botcon. There wasn't anything like special things like look at this exclusive Minicon we threw in with this figure, or Pretender shell, or nothing real gimmicky. Just a bunch of new head sculpts this year. Speaking of pulling out Ratchet, apparently this is a previously unreleased new head sculpt, but if it never got released, this new, right? So that's how those two look together, Ratchet and Ramhorn. And then finally, we got his little beetle buddy, bombshell, right next to him to give you an idea of what he looks like with a beetle buddy. Yeah, he remembers Beetleborgs. That show was pretty awful. I'll admit, when I was that age, I did watch Power Rangers. Got really sucked into all those corny monsters and cheesy kung fu, but Battleborgs, whew, that was pretty bad. Now, if you dug it, you dug it. I'm not saying you suck for it. If you dug it, I'm happy for you, but that show was bad. Yeah, so there he is with his beetle buddy. And I think that's all I really got for comparisons. But yeah, Ramhorn's a great figure. One quick little fun thing I want to show you, kind of a fan mode. I don't know if anybody else has done this before, because I mean this is the first version of this drill tank mold that we've gotten as General Ramhorn. The other version is going to be Nose Cone from Computron. But yeah, just see if we can get this right here. Now his head's going to be back there, so his ears are safe. So just put his little tank turret up there and get his drill horn back there and throw, just put his drill horn back in there and this thing up here, and check it out. You kind of got a bit of a weird, crazy monster face. You got two eyes right there and like some kind of creepy beak horn nose thing. So yeah, there's some kind of monster fan mode just for fun. And that's what toys are all about, is fun. No matter how much you stress about them as a collector, they're still toys made for fun. Fun. So yeah. I don't think I am leaving anything out. In case you were wondering, here is what he would look like if you left the there you go. If you just left his little drill horn on and his head's not all the way up there. And I'm doing something bad. I shouldn't be grabbing the horns to move his head. I should be gripping the head. So I don't recommend you do that. So this is General Ramhorn of the Tripredacus Council. Almost off screen. And this is Hardtekticon. And we're going to be reviewing the last two of them as soon as we can. And until then, I will see y'all next time.